Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put on your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, back again. Still opening cans of whip ass for you guys for these fights, these debates for Section 19. I hope you guys have been enjoying. And this one comes from me once again, and I think you guys are gonna like this one. So I have Donna Troy, good old Donna Troy, versus Gladiator. Yeah, so we have Donna Troy versus Gladiator. Let's kick this shindig off. Donna Troy. Oh boy, do we. If you miss Donna Troy, give me a hell yeah. And that's for Steve Austin right there. Because I sure do. And I fear what the new 52 would do to her if they bring her back. Yeah, I said that. And you can quote me on that one. But Donna Troy is definitely. Her origin is really, really wigged out, but I'm not gonna get really too much in her origin but the one thing I will say is she is former Teen Titan. She was a former Wonder Girl. She can easily, if Diana was to die, she can easily take her place, and she did for a while as Wonder Woman, because that's just who Donna is. Donna Troy pretty much has all the capabilities of Wonder Woman. Super strength, super stamina, speed, enhanced reflexes, agility, increased endurance. Even though still, she can still be injured, but has increased endurance. She can fly. She has enhanced healing factor. She's a hell of a hand-to-hand combatant due to the Amazons training her. And this woman is just somebody that you don't want to be enemies with. Now, does she have a lasso? Yeah, if I remember correctly, she was given a lasso called the lasso of persuasion or something like that. I can't remember too quickly. I believe the one thing I also will say about Donna, her willpower is so strong, so fierce. She would have made one hell of a Green Lantern. It is unbelievable how strong her will is, and she does have bracelets that are similar to Wonder Woman's as well. Great character, miss her, and that's a little bit about Donna Troy. So we move on to her combatant in this and move to the Marvel universe, and that's none other than Gladiator, or if you guys want me to use his real name, that's Kalark. Now, believe it or not, guys, we all know Gladiator was pretty much created by Mr. X-Men himself, Chris Claremont. Gladiator leads the Shi'ar Empire now. He is the monarch, the emperor, whatever you want to call him. And Gladiator is one of these men. Can you say he's a clone Superman in a sense? Yes, but Superman can't rock the mohawk like Gladiator. Gladiator comes from an alien race known as the Strugrontans. I believe that's how you say their name. And they're very much, they are long-lived, they live very long. They have their physical attributes are far greater than the human race, and some of the race members gone under a procedure called the Gladiator procedure, which pretty much Clark has gone under. And unfortunately, Gladiator is the last of his race and the last of to go under that procedure. So his strength is freaking immense. He's probably one of the most physically powerful beings in the Marvel universe. His the limit of his strength is really unknown. But I mean, I've seen to date him be able to perform feats where he just punched a planet and it blew up. One blow blew it up. He has super speed, super stamina. He's nearly invulnerable. He is pretty much invulnerable. Super agility, reflexes. He can fly. He's got a form of heat, certain visions as well. Like I said, he's kind of a Superman aspect. He also is resilient to telepaths. There are not a lot of people, telepaths, that can penetrate his mind. And he's fierce in hand-to-hand combat as well. He's probably one of the best in the Shi'ar Empire. However, let me explain to you guys that Gladiator does have a weakness. And I want to explain this to you guys because I don't think a lot of people understand that Gladiator does have a weakness. Gladiator, his abilities are directly related to his level of confidence. So if Gladiator, guys, starts doubting himself, his level of abilities start to decrease. His strength, his invulnerability, his speed, everything drops considerably if he is not at a level of confidence. And he has some forms of weakness to certain radiations, but that's really not classified too much. But his confidence level in terms of that's very much. I've seen it once where he started to lose a level of confidence when Sue Richards had put a force field around him, and he couldn't break it because he started to lose a little bit of confidence in himself, and his strength started to decrease and things like that. So that is a weakness for him, guys. Not joking about that. That is definitely real. I've seen it happen on many occasions, but I've seen people who are just stronger than him beat him. So he can be hurt, guys. Not saying that. So we move on to this battle. Oh my god. This is a battle that will pretty much be a battle of wits, strength, speed, agility. Every attribute that these two have is going to play a major factor into this fight. Blow for blow, strength for strength, skill for skill, you name it. It's going to go that way. The thing about Gladiator is, and this is one thing I don't like, is he's very arrogant at times, and he lets his arrogance rule his judgment, and he lets his perception rule his judgment too, in terms of he looks at himself as the ultimate being. Nobody else is in his league. And that's his downfall. That's another weakness that I think Marvel needs to start looking at as well, because when he looks at that, that's how he's defeated, instead of just his confidence level. Donna at times can be a little bit confident. She can be a little bit overconfident at times, but she doesn't let it rule her. She believes in the training that she has, and she believes in everything she stands for in terms of her skills. So definitely this fight will go back and forth, in my opinion, unless, once again, like I said, Gladiator's his confidence starts to drop and his skills start to drop, his attributes, his skills starts to deplete because of that. And that right there can be where Donna can capitalize on him. But wherever they fight, heaven help the populace. Now, I feel that Donna will try to take this fight somewhere where nobody's going to get hurt besides, where she can go all out. Sometimes Gladiator will do that, but sometimes he fights to win, and he sometimes, with all his training, sometimes he does fight kind of like a brute. And that's something that I also don't like. That he does, with all the skills and training that he has, he sometimes fights like a brute, and that's really kind of something that I don't like. But I'm gonna call this a tie for me, unless Donna can really start just showcasing I'm just as good as you, and that will deplete Gladiator's confidence and his skills start to deplete. But still, even when his attributes deplete, he'll still be a force to be reckoned with. So keep that in mind. So I'm calling it a tie, in my opinion. But what do you guys feel? Donna Troy from DC Comics or Gladiator from Marvel Comics? And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. I will be back tomorrow. There will be some more fights, which is Saturday. I will be back with some more for you guys and trying to wrap section 19 up so we can rock into section 20. I apologize for the delay, but I'm here. I'm back. I'm here to deliver. So I hope you guys enjoyed this fight, and I'll catch your asses down the road. Battle on. Alright guys, back again. Still opening